This is Vermi Man, aka Habanero Fella. I've just about decided to get back with you. Hello, this is Vermi Man, aka Habanero Fella. I decided to get back with you, let you know what I'm doing with these pods that MHP Gardener gave me. I froze them, and I was told freezing the pods makes them easier to dry. So I'm gonna dry them, and we're gonna make some jerky, but we're gonna dry them, and we're gonna make jerky. It's gonna contain we're gonna dry them. It's gonna contain MHP Gardner's pod that he sent me. It's gonna contain some habanero cayenne pods I've collected and froze, and it's gonna contain some habanero pods last year that I have frozen. We're gonna dry them. We're gonna fresh. We're gonna dry them. We're gonna grind them. We're gonna mix them in some. We're gonna dry them. We're gonna grind them. We're gonna mix them in some meat and make some habanero. Okay. We're gonna dry them. We're gonna grind them, and we're gonna mix them in some meat and make some jerky. It's gonna be some everything jerky. It's gonna have habaneros. It's gonna have. It's gonna be an everything jerky. It's gonna have habaneros. It's gonna have jalapenos. It's gonna have Trinidad scorpion and more habaneros and all these good peppers. Now I'm gonna taste it on camera and let you see me taste it. It's either gonna light me up or it's not gonna light me up. We'll see. Stop it. Bring it closer. I've got this Nesco dehydrator trays. I'm putting them upside down, sort of, where they can, the skin of the pepper can hold some of the juice back, I'm believing, and where the dried pepper will retain most of the heat. I am doing a crazy thing here. I'm actually touching the peppers without no gloves. And these are Trinidad scorpion. Man, I can smell them. Habanero, more Trinidad. You want to shake my hand after I do this?
Yep.
Why not? It's only Trinidad.
Yep.
I do need a knife to cut. I want to cut the stem part off.
Okay, good. Shaking.
Cherry bomb, another Trinidad. Ooh, that's gonna be some nice hot junk there. I was told that freezing the pepper before you try to dehydrate it makes it dehydrate faster. And I'll just see. We'll use this whole tray for MHP Gardner's peppers he gave me. I probably did a bad thing just touching these things. See, I'm thinking that one don't look too good there, so I'm gonna give that to the chickens. Chickens cannot feel the heat. The capsaicin that's in the pepper is made to keep mammals from eating the pepper. There's this tray. I'm gonna put this tray on the bottom here. These peppers here are basically just jalapenos and guess it's be not. Well, there's a habanero right there. Usually when I pick DC jalapenos, I take and put some cream cheese on the inside of there and just bake it and eat it. But this time I decided to dry it, see if it would add to the flavor of the jerky. I like to put a lot of pepper flavor in my jerky. And I guess I'm going to get a lot of help from these pods that MHP Gardener gave me. These pods I'm putting in right now, it just gives it a little flavor. His will put more heat in. Okay. I'll just pour these in there. This up. This in the middle. Top. Now these were frozen since last year. This is chicken food. These peppers here. Let me see, let's see. Good fruity smell. You didn't go over for me to see me smell it, did you? Open these things up so they can get some of that dry heat to help them dry. Cut the stems off. And I'll get right back with you after we have these things dried. Now through the process of time we've got dried peppers. These jalapenos here are looking a little more like cayenne, but it's time to get these things chopped up. Anybody want a crunchy pepper? These in there pretty quick. You know, takes several hours, so I'm not thinking that that freezing the peppers makes it any faster, because it seemed like it just still took several hours to get these bad boys dried. Now let's look at the bad boys from MHP Gardener over here. Just have narrows are pretty dry. Trinidad Scorpion, you wanna taste the dry heat? You want some dry heat? Come on now. There's some super chilies, some cherry bombs. Let's put all this stuff in here. This little bit of peppers here is going to look like a little tiny bit once I get them all ground up. So some of these other super chilies fell through. No more of the peppers I had in the freezer for a year. Now they're good and dried. This type of grinding, I wouldn't suggest anybody grind them in the house, because once you take this lid off, capsaicin dust will be everywhere. Let's pulse it a little bit. Depending on how you want your flakes, you can grind it more or less, but I want them a little bit smaller to go in my beef jerky. I want to thank you again, MHP Gardener, for giving me these pods, or those extra pods, for making my jerky super hot this time. Thank you.